Hey guys, so today I'm going to be attempting my first makeup tutorial. It is actually my current favorite makeup look, so bear with me. I'm going to start with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Beauty Balm. Just pop some on the back of my hand there, and then I have a Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just going to start buffing that into my face, just all over. And I mean, obviously you can use your favorite foundation for this, of course. Next, I am going to do my brows, and I'm going to take a kind of stiffer angled brush with my Naked palette here, and I'm just going to use the color Buck. So I'm going to have this nice little kind of chocolatey brown matte color, and I'm just going to fill in my brows here, and I do have my mirror right in front of me, so just kind of fill in where it's sparse. Here we go. My bangs are just horrific today. Okay, so that is the brows done. Next, I'm going to move on to my eyes. First, for my eyes, I'm going to start with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in Original. Move my bangs to the side a little bit here so that I can see. There we go, so I can see a little bit better. I'm just going to pop just a tiny bit of that onto my finger, and then just onto my lids, all over. For the first shadow, I'm going to take Sin by Urban Decay, which is this really pretty kind of like shimmery nude color on a fluffy shadow brush. I'm just going to sweep that just all over the lid. Just like that. So now I'm going to take some tape. You can use Scotch tape or medical tape or whatever you happen to have around. This is a fun little trick to kind of not have to do liner. So all I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to place the tape right kind of where I would put my winged liner. It looks a little funny, but I just kind of follow the line, like my lower lash line, and just follow it up. I find is the best way to do this. Make sure the tape is nicely stuck. I like to use this medical tape, a kind of cloth medical tape, because I find it doesn't pull as much when you take it off. So next, for a crease color, I am going to once again take Buck here, the color that I used for my brows, and I'm just going to put that in the crease. I like to start very gently at first, working a little bit more color. I also find that matte shades just look a lot nicer in the crease as opposed to something shimmery, because it just kind of has, I don't know, creates a nicer definition, I think. There we go. Crease is cut in, and I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush again, but I'm going to jump to my Naked 3, and I'm just going to use this color here at the end called Strange, and I'm just going to pop that just right under the brow bone for a little bit of highlight. My first darker color, it is Mushroom by Urban Decay, and then just kind of on a flat kind of shader brush, I'm just going to start working that into the outer corners, up into the crease a little bit as well. And if you want, you can push it just over the tape a little bit there, and it'll be fine. Then I'm going to take a MAC 217 blending brush and just really blend that in. And again, this look I find is all about building the color. So then I'm going to go back in with my mushroom again. This time I'm going to focus kind of more on the bottom. A little blend. Now if you wanted to leave the colors there, you could. It's a little bit softer for day, but I want to throw in a little bit of Urban Decay's Creep here, just kind of in the bottom, just to add a little bit more dimension. So I'm just going to use the same flat brush, just in the bottom corners. And you can see what's nice too is the tape does catch majority of the fallout because there's tons when you get into the blacks. I'm just going to give it one final little blend. So now I'm just going to peel the tape off. And as you can see, well, you can see the fallout still too, but it just creates a really nice, sharp, clean line. And any of this fallout here that's fallen underneath, I can just use the tape. So there we go. You can just kind of pick the color, de-stick it with the tape, which is really cool. There's one side. And the other side. Now once the tape is removed, you can see we've got these nice, clean lines. I get pretty lazy, like I was saying, with my liquid liner, so this is kind of a good way to still get that kind of nice cat eye shape without having to worry about perfecting your flicks. Next I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Perversion, and I'm just going to tight line my top waterline because I'm not going to be using liquid liner, and I find this just kind of helps. I find this helps make the lash line look a little bit thicker. It just does tickle and take some getting used to. And then I'm going to take the Perversion just on the bottom waterline as well. So next I'm going to move on to my concealer, and I am using the Rimmel London Wake Me Up Concealer in Very Fair or Light. And I'm just going to pop that just under my eyes here. Down my nose for a little bit of highlight. Perfect. Using a Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush, I'm just going to work that in. Sometimes I'll move between the crease brush and my finger just so that I can get it all. So I can get it all worked in. So next I'm going to take another clean flat little angle brush, and I'm going to go back in with my mushroom, and I'm just going to start doing underneath the lids here, or my lower lid, my lower lash line, there we go. Just kind of smudging this, trying to keep the same line. I'm then going to go back in with my Sin on the same angle brush, and I'm going to put that like the front half of my lower lash line, if that makes sense. So just here. And then I'm just going to blend them together. So next I'm just going to curl my lashes. A great tip too, if you find you have very straight lashes and your lash curler doesn't seem to keep your lashes curled all day, heat your lash curler for like 5 seconds with a hairdryer. And it kind of works like a curling iron, and it'll just seal your lashes and keep them a little more curled all day. I'm going to use the Rimmel London Scandalize in Black. Just gonna apply just a nice little coat. Just to the top and bottom. I got this color design kind of tester palette when I bought it. Was like a gift with purchase. You can see it's just this little kind of 5-pack, but it's a nice champagne-y shimmery color. And I'm just gonna pop that right in the inner corners of my eye. It's just a touch lighter than Sin too, so it's a really nice compliment. If you wanted to and you were gonna wear this look for day, this could be the eyes done, but I am going to add on some false lashes because anytime I can wear false lashes, I will take it. These ones are by xoxo, and they're just a nice natural lash. I find my lashes are very thin looking, so these just add some fullness. So I'm just going to pop these on. All I do when I apply lashes is I just hold them in the middle with a tweezer like that. I actually learned this from Tanya Burr. Take a little bit of my glue. I like to use the white glue that dries clear because then I can see exactly where my lash is going, and I find that the clear stuff is just very, very sticky and gloopy. So I'm just going to let this dry for a few seconds here. And then I'm going to stick down the center of the lash. And you want to make sure, especially guys, if you don't have any kind of top liner on, you get this as close to your natural lash line as possible so that it looks really natural. And then you just stick the outside. And then stick the inside. Just like that. So I'm going to do the other side and I will be back with you. I'm going to take my Hoola bronzer by Benefit and just on a big fluffier brush will do. Or if you want to go ahead and use a full-on contour brush, you can do that as well. And I'm just going to set in my cheeks. Working it into the hollows of my cheeks, giving me a little bit of a contour and a little bit of a glow because it's been bitter cold where I live, and any sort of sunny, warm feeling I can get, I will take. And I'm going to throw a little bit on the bottom of my jaw here just to make my face look a little bit less squared off. And you want to make sure, guys, if you're doing any kind of contouring, make sure you've got a matte bronzer because you don't want to be contouring, especially down your nose or down your jawline or anything with a shimmer, because then it's just going to look funny and it won't look natural and blendy and pretty. So after the bronzer, I'm going to take a little bit of blush. And this is a blush by Elizabeth Arden. It is Beautiful Color Radiance Blush in Plum Perfection. And just on the apples of my cheeks. So just where you smile. Just like that. Then I am going to go in with my highlighter, and I have here the Urban Decay Cream Highlighter in Sin. It looks kind of goopy and messy right now because I've been sticking my brush into it. And for that, I'm just going to use the Real Techniques contour brush, and then I'm just going to kind of dab it on to start with, because I find this stuff can be a little bit chunky at times, so it takes a little bit of work to blend it in. So I'm just blending that almost right on top of the blush that I just put on. And then just a little bit down my nose. There, so you can see it just kind of adds a nice little shimmer. Now we're going to set it all, and I just used the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in number 004 Sandstorm. I'm going to use my brand new Real Techniques powder brush. So I'm just going to push in the makeup rather than spread it around. So the original lip color I was going to do has completely disappeared. So instead I'm just going to apply a little bit of lip balm. And then I'm just going to go straight on with a gloss, and I'm going to be using Tanya Burr's new lip gloss range, and I'm using Picnic in the Park. I was very impressed. It only took like 8 days coming from the UK to Canada, and it shipped out on a Sunday and was here the following Monday. It was awesome. So just apply this. It's such a pretty corally pink color. And it smells amazing. And there we go. That is the makeup look done. So I hope I did okay for my first makeup tutorial try. Hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial and are thinking about maybe giving it a try at home. I know I love wearing this look right now. It's a really nice, like I said, day, evening look. I would totally go to work like this. Maybe smoke it out a little bit more for a night out. But yeah, Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if there's a tutorial you'd like to see, or maybe there is a certain color eyeshadow you'd like to see me try and use. Give me a bit of a challenge. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button while you're down there, as it helps us out a lot and lets us know that you guys are enjoying our videos. And I will see you next time. Bye!